It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now off the bootleg, Darnold, and his pass incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Darnold. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On 1st and 10, here's Mond. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Mond now off of play action. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mond. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Mond. That's caught by the tight end, Aaron Smith Jr. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's Mond. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Mond looks to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now Mond. And he's got his big tight end here. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin from 10 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Time rolls around. Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Chaz Surratt. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
On first down, here's Mon. Open man here is Conklin. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And the final number, pretty impressive, courtesy of Next Gen Stats, 21.4 miles per hour. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Mattison taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Darnold now to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
48 yards on the ground for him so far. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. There's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Now a run with Cook. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw now on the final play. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down, Mond. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Mond going to throw it. Smith with a first down and more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, Those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mond. He'll dump this off to Cook. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Mond looks to throw on first down. That is caught by Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 28 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Darnold. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's able to get this to the